Hey y'all, it is Lucca, and yes, today we are finally going to be renovating this house. So, Strangerville definitely is strange by all means. The builds were questionable at best. This is the house called Dream Weaver's Way, and it is the home of the Eclectic Arts Household. Think about it for a second. Eclectic arts. What comes to your mind when you hear that? Well, sure, the exterior, it's definitely eclectic, all right, but the interior, what is this? Is this supposed to be eclectic, quote unquote? Is that what this room is about? So, this home definitely needs a little bit of a makeover, to say the least. I mean, the choices are definitely choices by all means. This kitchen, y'all. I'm so saddened by this kitchen. Like, what? Imagine coming in here in the mornings and having to cook. Like, that is just depressing. They didn't even put a wall here. That's so weird. Ew. And then moving upstairs. I don't know what's going on up here, y'all. Like, it's fine, but like two bathrooms next to each other like that is ridiculous. This bathroom is gigantic. And for what reason? It's so dark and sad. Like, there's no toilet paper. Just look at this. Look at this. And need I say more? I don't even want to start on the exterior, but I am because they didn't use the spandrels that came with the pack. They didn't use all of the windows that came with the pack either. Like, they used these, which these look good, but like they had so much potential with this house and they just missed it. And don't get me wrong, it's not the only house in this pack that fell victim to this, because look, there's this one too, which I don't know, kind of looks worse. There's also this honkin' monstrosity. Like, what is going on here? Yeah, so we got some work to do today. So go ahead, settle in, get your, crocheting out, your Sims game open, whatever you want to do. And we're just going to go ahead. We're going to renovate this house, y'all. So first and foremost, we're getting the sledgehammer out. I will go ahead and I'm going to clear out all of this stuff because none of this is staying. None of it. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep any of it. I don't want to look at any of it. I don't want to think about any of it. Like, what is this lighting choice? Like the furniture choice, the tiling and the wallpaper choice. It's just gray and sad. The homes in Strangerville are supposed to be Carpenter Gothic, which is a specific style of Victorian home that existed primarily here in America, in like the more western part of the country. So like, it's definitely going to have some charm and stuff when it comes to that, but it's just sad. It just makes me sad. I feel like that could be the general synopsis of like all of the builds in The Sims 4, at least before the Simmers took over and started building houses for the expansion packs. Okay. That did not take very long at all. We'll get rid of this stuff back here too. We'll get rid of all the landscaping. Wow, they had just these little planter boxes just sprinkled everywhere, didn't they? That's interesting. Landscaping is fine. This area of Strangerville always catches my eye so much for obvious reasons. I mean, look at all the lavender. Look at how beautiful it is around here. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous up here. But these houses just have always disappointed me. We'll get rid of this fence back here because what is that? What is going on here? They didn't even use the fence that came with Strangerville. Like, literally got a new fence. They even used the gate, but not the fence. Like, what is happening there? Okay. And then let's say here, let me get rid of this little lot there. And we're going to get rid of this terrain paint. Another sin that I consider is that we didn't get this kind of terrain paint exactly. Like, it's similar enough to the one from the base game, but just not quite. Also, what is this supposed to be for? I love this little moment. This is so cute. We could even go in with the tool mod and like kind of fill this little area today. I think that's what I'll do. I have the tool mod installed. Why not? Oh boy. Let's just start by fixing the exterior. Listen, I can appreciate what they were going for. They did a really bad job of it though. I'm sorry. I'm going to get rid of these little things because I'm just going to have to place them back down again anyways. But I'm going to try to fix this roof here. I appreciate the choice of the roof texture, the pattern. Love that one. These roof pieces were just too daggone big. for starters. They literally made them too big. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste, lower this one down, bring it out, and then boom. It's not bad. We definitely want it to stick out quite a bit maybe, but I feel like that looks good. Maybe we can even make this a little taller or a little shorter, you know. I feel like making it taller would look really nice. And then we'll do the same thing here. We gotta make this smaller. Like, I don't understand what they were doing here. You know what? I don't think I can salvage it. I think I have to start from scratch because, oh my goodness, y'all, it is just so sad. I'm also going to get rid of the spandrel out here too, because this is not the type that we got from the Strangerville pack itself. It's just a base game one. And I'm like, what do you mean? We got a matching one that came with this pack and y'all didn't use it? I don't know, y'all. It's just, at this point with these builds, I'm not shocked. You know, I'm not sitting here being like, oh my goodness, how could they? Because it's just like, of course, you know, but that's what we're here to do. Okay. We're here to fix all of this mess. Okay. It's looking pretty good and empty now. I am going to go ahead and we're just going to strip everything, get all the windows gone, just click and drag. Make sure you click on an item before you start dragging so that you can properly just get rid of all the items. Very handy if you're renovating a house like me today. And then I'm just going to go in and strip all the walls back. It's just really nice to start with a clean slate whenever I'm renovating homes. Strip back all the flooring that they put down, which for some reason they put flooring down, then they put roofing down, which is literally just a waste of simoleons. Let me tell you, I don't understand it. Also, the white flooring in this house, that was just tragic to me. I think white flooring can look really nice. Not in this context though. It just looks sad. Alrighty, here is the shell of the house. Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us today for sure. So there is a bit of this house that I like, but there is a bit that I don't like. I love this. This little side looks really nice. I love a little kind of, I guess what you can call it, like a bay window kind of situation, a little bump out here. I do like how it looks on the front, but this feels awkward. You know, the proportion just feels weird. I really want to fix that. I really just want to put a wall here and put a wall here and just fix that, because you're going to get the same vibe with that, but it's going to make a little bit more sense. There we go. Already instantly looks better. What is going on here? What? Why is this a room? Okay, we got to fix this because there's no wall back here anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw out a room just like this, and this will fix any glaring issues. Yes. Now that that's taken care of, oh my goodness, so much better. It feels so much better. Okay, so next up, I do want to alter the floor plan a little bit. Nothing too intense, but I just want to get rid of this wall here and put a wall here instead. They had the front door like, you know, kind of centered with this path, which was good, but they had a wall here, so you had to walk through an archway to get to the staircase from the front door. That just feels weird to me. That doesn't feel correct. So, and then I also wanted to, I think, let me look at my little sketch, my little plans here. I think I'm going to just go ahead and put down some placeholder like arches and stuff for now. These will change later, but I wanted to put like an archway just like right here, maybe even bring it forward a tile, because I think I might bring the staircase forward one tile, but I may change my mind. But an archway like right there, and then I wanted there to be like a little bathroom here somewhere, just like a little half bath or something, and then do like a little bit of like a hallway here maybe. Maybe we'll do something like that, and then kind of put the archways here. And then this room might just be kind of like a little bit of a little lounge kind of music-y kind of room here. And then this can be a bit more of like the proper like hangout, like living room space. You know, we could just add a little bit of a bump out up here too, you know, just for fun, just to add a little extra shape to the house. That ain't a bad idea. I kind of like that. And then this room will be the dining room. I want to fix this weird wall moment here and do just that. Keep it really simple and straightforward. And then there will be an archway just here and then here. That way you can kind of get throughout the house pretty easily from every room. That's a nice layout. I don't mind it. I'm here for it. I may even do this just to kind of, I don't know, create like a little walkway there instead. And then this will have like the back door here. The front door will be right here. Maybe this shouldn't be here then. Maybe I should just make it like that big. I don't know. Maybe this is a little ambitious because we want the front door to be lined up with this pathing. That's kind of like set in stone with this house. We want it to be like properly lined up. I probably won't use that door specifically, but yeah, that is good. Ooh, what I don't like is how, yeah, that archway will need to be lined up for me to be happy, but that feels good. And then upstairs, I think for the staircase here, did I want to try, maybe I can do something here with this. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. First of all, we're getting rid of the railing because it's clipping through the wall anyway, which is tragic. I have to take this outside, place it down. That's how I do all of my like adjustments to it. I'm gonna do, I think, an L-shaped staircase. Do something kind of like this, perhaps. Wow, they look so freakishly tall right now. Okay, can't intersect with walls. Let me get rid of these walls up here first. I do plan on altering the floor plan up here as well, but I need to figure out the staircase placement first and foremost. Okay, so I was considering putting an archway just like that. That doesn't bother me too much, but it does a little tiny bit. So maybe what we'll do is with this staircase, we'll bring it down just a tiny bit so that it's more like this. It does take up more room in the dining space, but I kind of don't mind the dining space. Maybe the entrance can go here instead, and then we can like just do something like this. Actually, I have an idea. Maybe this can be like the proper living room, and then this can just be like a formal little like hangout space for the entrance. Yeah, that's nice. And then there's like a proper like kind of staircase entrance. Now for up here, this floor plan has to change, unfortunately, for that to work. This room will definitely be a bedroom. This will be a bedroom for sure. I do want a third bedroom up here, preferably. This is going to be a little bit of a pickle, isn't it? We may have to change up everything up here because it is getting to be weird. Just because of that staircase. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me we have yet another case of a room being placed weirdly. I don't understand. I think it's just whenever they were building this game, like building the Sims like houses for these packs, I think they just like in maybe the development stage, they just kind of had to build something quick. I don't know, just weird kind of situation. I don't love that the staircase opening is right here because then it's like there's all this area here. So maybe this layout isn't really the best. Ooh, what if I like, hold on, I have an idea that might actually make it work. What if I like twisted it around a little bit? I'm not sure if I can get this to work, but like bring it up to like here. Now it needs to be, oh God, this is so complicated. But it needs to be like flush like that. What if we did that instead? So we'll do this and then we can put like the wall there. So we can definitely put, this is not going to be permanent, but we can definitely put a room here. We can put a room here, but we need to leave enough room here to like walk around. So maybe it can just be like a room here, we put a bathroom here, and then maybe we can do like a bedroom or some variety of room here. As long as there's like 2 tiles like around this area, I feel pretty confident in that. This is kind of like a weird little kind of spot. I think maybe I can do like this kind of situation. And then let me grab some rails. I'll just use the one from Strangerville as a placeholder, but we can just do something like this and then get rid of this little like bit here to kind of square it off. Ooh, I like. And then maybe we can put like a little room here. Okay, so we've got bedroom, bedroom, bedroom. And then maybe this is like another bedroom or an office. We have a bathroom and then a bathroom. There is a balcony that was out here. I do really like the idea of there being a balcony still. I don't love it being like all the way this long. So I'm just going to make it like to here possibly. And let me just put down a placeholder fence here. We'll just do like this kind of situation. And then up front, this porch area is fine. I'm not really like loving like this kind of moment here. This feels kind of just like randomly placed. Maybe we can get rid of like a chunk of it. That feels better. It feels more symmetrical that way, but it's not like perfect. So yeah, that definitely is a big improvement already. Let me go ahead and I will strip back the foundation too. Why not? I think that we are at a good point. So now we got to pick out the siding, the columns, the roofing, all that good stuff. All right, so let's pick out this roofing here. Obviously, we're going to go in with the octagonal roofing for these little sections here. I always like to place one down first and have that be like the proper eaves here, and then I'll copy and paste it, bring the eaves back in, and then do something like this. My little witch hat is what I like to call it. This house has 2 of these, which is fun. But yeah, we'll place this one over here too. It's the same size, thankfully. We've got, double hat. We got 2 little hats here. So you can kind of see over here on this house, the roofing is ridiculous. We can maybe kind of sort of emulate that, but nicer looking. Something like a low roof, kind of like this one here. Ooh. Maybe we should add a little bit of a room up here. I was thinking earlier, I was like, why don't we put something here just to add some like height to the build a little bit? Let me do like a low piece, like, I don't know, like even as low as like this, maybe even lower, and then copy and paste it, and then just kind of do the same kind of trick and do like that kind of situation. And then with the square roof up here, I will do like this, basically doing the same thing over and over. I don't know. It's just a little trick that I like to do. You know what? That ain't half bad. I'm not mad at that. That's kind of a fun like silhouette at least. And then we can just go in with like some more like roof pieces, just like this one probably. And I'll just make sure they're kind of lined up here. This is kind of annoying right here. I wonder if I can just do something like this. Maybe we can even like do like another little roof piece here. Oh, what is it? What am I doing here? I don't know. Y'all help me. This is the most complicated part of these renovations sometimes is just the roof. But I think that looks pretty okay. And then I can go in maybe back here and just do the same thing with the half-hipped roof. Do like a little bit of a little thingamadoodle here. Then again, it's going to clip into the balcony, which is not particularly my favorite thing. So maybe, as much as I want to keep the balcony, maybe we need to just get rid of the balcony, because then I can just like make the roof go all the way if I want to, like that. Just kind of do something like that maybe. Yeah, that's just more my speed. There's not like a ton of room back here, so taking up all the space with the big porch isn't really like the priority. Okay, I do think that this looks so much better. A tiny part of me wants to like extend everything forward a little bit like this. Wait a minute. We might be eating with this. We might be cooking with this. I don't know. But let's just see. Maybe moving it forward actually does something. Oh, heck yes. Okay, that did something. It is going to make these rooms a little awkward, but you know what? It's fine. We will just make this room like this. That way this room's a little bit bigger. Yeah, that looks good. And then this entryway will be a little bit more interesting, I think. That looks pretty nice. Is it the same house? Thank God, no. So now what we should do is pick out the siding. It was blue before, and I still want this to be kind of like a colorful house. It's the Eclectic Arts Household that live here, so I don't want to get rid of that idea entirely. So, oh, before I forget, I do need to do the roof out here. Oopsies. Actually, I think this looks kind of good. And then we just bring it forward a tile. Let me just lower this bit here, bring the eaves out. Okay, now that looks good. Let's pick out the foundation first, I guess. What screams eclectic when it comes to me when I'm building? Definitely something like this, or even the one from Life and Death would be kind of fun, but I'm just trying to think. Wood is probably more pronounced out here. Stone, maybe. I don't hate this. This is the one from Seasons. It's like the Craftsman one. I'm kind of into it. I don't know about the colors just yet, but I like this design. I mean, we could just go with the dark wood. You know me. I love a good dark wood. So the flooring out here, we could go with this one. I really like this one. I want it to look a little bit antique. Ooh, this one matches that so nicely. And then for the actual siding. There is this from Seasons. I don't know if that's like the vibe for this space. No, it needs a bit more like this. Oh my goodness. The one from Enchanted by Nature is perfect. We could even go with like a darker blue, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Oh, hold the phone. That is honestly my everything. That looks so good. Should I add like some brick or some stone? I know that's not really like that popular with homes because a lot of the times the Carpenter Gothic homes were made completely out of wood. So I guess we'll just go with that. That looks really pretty. We'll add this flooring out here. The roof will be the same roof that was here originally for sure. It actually looked really good. That was one choice that they did correctly. I use that one style of roofing like all the time. Make sure all the trim is correct. And then we'll place down this. Oh, mama, that is adorable. That is my vibe already. And plus, I think the blue just looks so good against all the orange. And then there's also the pops of lavender with that little bit of blue in there too. And it just works so well together. We're obviously not going to use that door, but the columns, we will 100% be using all of the Strangerville stuff, like columns, windows, doors, everything. Like, I know Strangerville is a little bit of a weird pack. I mean, that's kind of the point, Strangerville, you know? At the end of the day, I just personally think that it is worth it for the build assets. They're pretty dang good. So we got some columns there. We'll put maybe like just 2 back here. Of course, we need the spandrels, 100% we will be using. Ooh, hold on. There is like a light blue on this. I feel like that's too different of a shade of this, so it doesn't really work. So we'll just use the brown. We love a good brown in this build. Oh yes, I'm in love. And I'm thinking I need to build a ceiling on that too. Yes, we'll do that back here as well. So if you're at this point in the video, what are you up to? What's your thing you're doing today? Are you cleaning? Are you just trying to wind down? Are you possibly building in your own game? Let me know. What are you up to? As for the fence, we're going to use the same fence as well from Strangerville. And then staircase, thankfully we just have a nice simple wooden one, just like this will match. Oh, the get together one is literally perfect. I always try to match this like side bit here to the foundation if I can, just so that it blends in a little bit nicer. There we go. And then we need the railing here. Oh, how beautiful. I'm so in love. I think it's so great. I'll just copy and paste the staircase to back here. I might reposition that. Actually, I'm not loving that. We'll put it in the middle instead and then just do like more of these because, it can't hurt. It can't hurt to do more columns. Okay, so now we got to pick out the doors and the windows. We're just going to filter by Strangerville, of course, because these windows, look at these. Look at how perfect these windows are. They didn't use them. What? Yeah, I know. But there is a nice dark wood swatch, which honestly, how can I not go for it? It's just so good. It's very matchy. I get it. But it's just perfect. And we'll just place these windows kind of just in the correct positions, This is going to be a little bit weird right here, but I'm actually not bothered by that. And I won't only be using these windows with the shutters. I will be using the other smaller versions as well. Oh, it's looking so much better already. Okay, and then let's see. We want probably another one like right here and then one right here roughly. Yes, and then for the front door, we don't have any like tall wall height ones, only medium, which that's unfortunate, but probably I'll use maybe like this one. This one looks really good. However, this one, oh, it's so pretty. It is a little bit wider, but like, oh yes, that's perfect. And then on this little portion of the house, this like a little, I guess you could say tower section, I kind of want to just use these because I feel like that just looks so fun. Or maybe we can just go with this one. Less is more sometimes. Put them on either side as well. They don't clip too badly. Oh yes, that's so cute. All right, and then I do want to go in with some trim as well that will do in the nice dark wood tone, of course. It's all very samey, but like, me, I love this. And then I do need to make sure that like over here, actually it doesn't look bad there. That looks fine. I was going to add some to this portion here, but I don't know. Maybe we do need a thicker one. Should we go with like the thicker the thicker trim? Yeah, that just looks better with the like the height of the house being the way it is. Okay, and I do need to make all of this into a room. So honestly, I think the quick way that I'm going to go about it is just by using this little fence here. It's just the idea of having to shape out a room any other way is just like ridiculous. So that way I can just copy and paste this trim onto this room here, or not onto the room, but onto the fence pieces so that I can just very easily like place it down. That way you can see it. Oh, yes, that does so much. And I'll do that down here as well. That's a little build hack that I will give you here. If you need to place down a room really quickly just to add trim, just use the low little fence. It works so well. You can also delete it afterwards too. The room will still be there. Okay, so I think we can just go ahead and move on to landscaping now. This is kind of the closest terrain paint that we can get to this. It looks like it's like this, but with like something else added to it. It's kind of hard to like pinpoint, but I think they literally just made up their own like new one. So I'm going to place down this one first. And then I think I'm going to go in with like a lighter one and just kind of lightly go over it maybe. Maybe we can even like lightly erase just to kind of help blend that in just a tiny little bit. In fact, I think I'm going to go in and just like lightly like add some to the edge here just to kind of make the width about the same. Something kind of like that. And then I'm not exactly sure how to replicate this, but let's give it a go. You know, it's worth a shot. Let's type in like plank here, and we'll make sure to have live edit turned on because there is this item. That's not the same thing. This one, it's kind of close. I don't know. Let's type in wood. You know, sometimes we just have to kind of really look. Okay, how about we go into live edit, we look at those items, and then we'll go over to Strangerville, and maybe by some chance we have this item right here, and I just don't know where it is. It would be great because then I can like finish it out. Doesn't look like it. So we're just going to use this base game one. It's decent enough. We'll just place it down just like so. You know what? I think that's pretty daggone good. Now I'll go in and we'll look at some of the lavender bushes here. Now these are a little different from the ones from the base game. They're a little smaller. So we'll use these. Oh, well, those are still not the right size. Huh. Do we have different ones? Did they shrink them down? I think they did. Yes, they did. So we will, of course, be placing these down out here. We'll do maybe like that. I am going to use the tool mod, which if you have Better Build By, you can use tool alongside it and open it in build mode instead of having to go into live mode. I'm going to activate it and then just kind of find a place that like looks good, like right here, and then do that. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Maybe I'll bring it over just a little bit, just like that. Yeah. And then there are some of these hedges here. Let me just find them. I believe it's these, but just shrunk down maybe like to this size. So twice. And then we will place that down just like so. It ain't got to be perfect, but I just want to kind of make it work. Something kind of like that. Maybe we'll bring this forward a little bit. And then we can even place down some more of those little bushes of lavender again. I'm going to do 2 more here and then just place this down just like so. And you know what? Let's just do another one. Let's just add another one and let me rotate it here and then we'll just place it right here. Oh no, is it not letting me? Oh yes, it is. I just need to, you know, do the little clicky click. There we go. That finishes out the pathway so much better. To be fair, I could keep going with it too. Like we could put it over here as well. We don't even need to use the tool mod for this. That's awesome. Just place it kind of like this. Yeah, we're just kind of working with what we got here. That's the fun bit of these renovations. Yeah. I don't know. It does look like there is some like reddish terrain paint here. I don't know what they use because we don't have anything like that. But I am just gonna maybe go in with like this one, which that should be good. And then I can just kind of like do something like this, do something like this. And you know what? I think that looks pretty daggone good. Not perfect by any means, but it looks much better. There really isn't like a lot of landscaping that's right next to the house, of course. So I think I am just going to kind of, you know, maybe do like something like this, just more lavender around. We'll just do like maybe like some like this, something similar to that. And then we will, of course, use the plants from Strangerville because they aren't live edit. They're actually debug, which is a little bit weird, but that's just how it is with that pack. And we can just maybe place like some of these around the house. It's kind of a weird, design, but that's just how Carpenter Gothic and the desert and all that fun stuff is. Oh, and these flowers have purple on them. That is beautiful. Honestly, we should place some of it down just around like here. Add a little bit of wildness to the area. Oh, that's so beautiful. I know, like, realistically with the desert, you don't place plants like right next to the house because that's like a fire hazard apparently, but I ain't worried about it. It's The Sims, okay? I'm trying to build something pretty. We'll just kind of do something kind of like that. These are so pretty. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with the backyard just yet. I kind of want to keep it pretty plain. Like, I don't know. Do I want to put like a balcony here? I'm just not sure what the vibes are back here. I also didn't finish placing the windows down. I kind of got a little bit carried away with the landscaping there. So yeah, let me just fix this back here. Yeah, we'll just do those windows, and then we'll do like maybe this right here as well. Something kind of like that. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that looks great. Is there anything that I can put for like window boxes that would look nice? Oh, these from Cottage Living are perfect. My God, I just kind of got blown away for a second. The purple. Oh, yes. Put them on these smaller windows for sure. Oh, yes. Absolutely perfect. I love when the wood tones match. Oh, gosh. That's so perfect. So I'm thinking now back here, I would like to add a little bit more flower situation here. Maybe just like over here, we'll just do like something like this. Let's look around and see. There are some more like patches of grass that we could add. Like it's like this kind of like messy, kind of scrungly. What is the only word I can think of? I'm thinking that one will just be from the base game. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. No, that's not exactly it. It's this one. Yeah, we'll just add that in some spots too. And I'm thinking we can also go in with some of these like little cactusy bits here. We'll just kind of put that around the house. Oh my goodness. Is this like a little bit too much for this space? Probably, but I don't care. It's looking really pretty. And I would like a tall kind of bit here. So maybe we'll add some of these taller cactuses, cacti, whatever you want to say. I know they're not supposed to be that close to the house, but I don't care. It looks pretty. And then trees. What about trees? I don't really see a lot of trees around here besides like these kind of smaller little desert trees. So I'm thinking it's just going to be like this mesquite tree. I think this would look really nice right here. That area is just asking for a tree. And we of course need to put one here too, right next to this little pathway. That looks so nice. And then maybe we can put like a slightly more sparse looking tree back here. Let's place down, I really want one of these like right here. It's like a little bit of a moment. I think we'll just do like a little gravelly bit here with some terrain paint. Why not? Like we don't really need it to be like a paved patio situation, just something small. Maybe we'll even go to the edge of the lot, which is something I don't ever do, but something simple like this feels nice. Oh, we didn't pick out a back door either. Silly little old me. I think I'm just going to do this one. I think that one looks nice. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so we're just going to do this, I guess, with that room. And then this will be a perfectly sized dining space. Yeah, we're good. Okay, I think the last bit of landscaping that needs to be done is some terrain paint. That will help kind of make this all feel right. We'll go in, I think initially I'll do maybe like this kind of just desert color because it's not exact, but it's close. There's also this scorched earth, which might look a little bit better, but we're definitely going to be layering some of the landscaping today for sure. Just something kind of like that. I'm going in pretty roughly. And then maybe let's see if there's another thing. Just desert. Oh, I see. It's a play on that. Okay. Maybe there's something else I can find here. There is this dirt here from Horse Ranch that isn't exact, but it's kind of working. It's kind of mixing well with that. Turn my softness down a little bit. We'll definitely want to put it like around here. Oh, how beautiful. Okay. I think I want to put this maybe like on this side, and we'll put this here. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Ooh, it's so good. All right, let's do some lighting along this pathway. It's just asking for some lighting. It just feels so right here. I don't know what kind I want here. My instinct is to go with the one from Get Together or the one from Romantic Garden. There is like a brown metal kind of color. That looks really pretty. And I think what I want to do, let me go down to the floor here, and I want to kind of just like place them fairly evenly like so, but I also want to place some with the tool mod as well. We'll just place them kind of like roughly along the same kind of distance, give or take. I don't guarantee it will be perfect, but let's see. We'll do like maybe to like here. And then this one we'll do like, we'll click that and then place it just like here. Come on, place for me. What? Okay, sometimes you have to use the click and drag motion here. It's a little bit complicated sometimes with the tool mod, but you just want to do something like that maybe. And I'll do just 2 more over here. You have to place them down like on your active lot first. That's usually how it is, but I'll put one here and then the other one can go right here. There we go. And we'll just test it by, oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. And then we could also go ahead and pick out the lighting for the house itself. I kind of just want to go with the one from Get Together. Something like that looks good. We'll put it on either side of this door back here as well. And then we'll come out here, place down our lawn lights just along this as well. And I think that's it. I don't want to overdo it because it'll be too much. Okay, let us go ahead and we'll furnish this front porch area. A good little place to start. And you know me, this is going to be an eclectic little space. So, expect all of those vibes. I'm going to use my favorite set of rugs right there as the little front entrance rug. And then I really want to put like a little sitting area, like little hangout area right here. Maybe I can use this little bench here from the base game. I do really like that. That looks really nice and kind of plush and comfy. Maybe I'll put another one of these rugs out here too. Ooh, that kind of works. It kind of goes together. Or maybe we should put it like this instead. Something like that, perhaps. Yeah, that looks very nice here. And I'm thinking like a really fun little chair like this one. It's just kind of like randomly chosen. Something that doesn't match either. That's actually kind of nice. And I think like a little table right here, like this one would be perfect. Something like that there. And then I kind of want to we're definitely going to use eco lifestyle stuff in this build today, I think. Something like that looks kind of cute. We use these little candles from the laundry day pack. And then we'll just put like an assortment of plants out here on this little kind of table right here. Ooh, definitely want to use this plant. This plant would be perfect here. Something like that one looks really cute. Ooh, some hanging plants. Oh gosh, it's kind of going to be a little high up there, isn't it? Maybe we'll put this one. This one's not nearly as like crazy looking. It's still really high up. Definitely want to use this plant. We're going to probably use this one multiple times. This one's so pretty. We'll do that to kind of match the table. Do this one here. Let's put some interesting plants over on this. Like this kind of setup. Ooh, cute. What do we think of this? This looks nice and cozy and cute. I'm thinking we'll just put some more plants over here, or we could put a couple chairs. Ooh, these from Adventure Awaits might be kind of cute out here. And then let's see, maybe these plants can go here. And maybe obviously one of my other favorite plants, this one right here. Actually, that looks so good with those two. Kind of looks like it's part of the trio. And you know what? Let's put some more of these candles right here. I feel like that would look really nice. I'm going to add in the sun thing. I don't even know what you call it. It's just like a metal, like decorative item. It's this one right here. The Sunny Days wall decor. I kind of want to put one like just there. Or maybe we'll put one like above the door. I feel like that would look really nice. Ooh, we also want to add some of this wood on the ceiling here. Ooh, yes. I think that's perfect. Okay, loving this. Definitely want to add maybe a little rug right here too. Just where these chairs are. They're all different colors, but I am obsessed. Maybe I'll go with this greenish color. Yeah, I feel like that looks good. There we go. Front porch is good. Let's work on this back area real fast. I kind of really don't want to overdo it back here because I don't know, there's just not a lot of room. So maybe like a couple planter boxes. I feel like that just fits there really nicely. Maybe a picnic table and like a grill, just, you know, something basic. Do we want to use this one from Love Struck? I definitely want to use something with a lot more like color and patterns to it. This is kind of fun, but I think it's a little too colorful. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just the right amount. And then I'll give them a nice grill. Maybe we'll use this one since we are in the desert. We'll do something kind of like this. Pretty simple layout there. Maybe we'll push this forward here and do this. Or maybe we'll do this. I don't know. I'm just so indecisive. Let's like angle it a little bit like that. That looks good. And then a little candle situation here, probably the citronella one. I mean, even though I can't imagine they're going to get a lot of bugs here, but hey, that's looking cute. I kind of don't want to add anything else. I kind of like the simplicity. I'll go in with a little bit of terrain paint, maybe around like the edges here, just to kind of, I don't know, keep it from looking so like harsh and like plopped down, like kind of add some around these things too, just you know, to add a little extra, you know, texture and intrigue, if you will. Yeah, that looks nice. Very simple little backyard space, but I think that's good. And then for the back door here, definitely want to give them a little rug out here as well. We should honestly just match the one from out front, but just do a small one. And then we can just maybe put a few plants out here too. Ooh, like this one's kind of funky. I never really used this one. It just almost is like too nice looking compared to some of the plants that we've gotten, like this one compared to this, or, you know, ooh, this one would look cute out here actually. We'll put this one too. We'll do that. Yeah, that looks nice. Maybe we can put like a little chair out here, like a little rocking chair. Oh, that would be cute. Something like that's actually kind of nice. Sure. All right, so exterior is completely finished. I think the next task is finding the flooring and the wallpaper. Now, I'm definitely going to use a lot of this flooring because it's just perfect for this space. We'll use it in like the main rooms like this, upstairs as well. So the kitchen, I really want like an eclectic kind of color scheme. I want it to be not super bright, but I don't know. There's like a specific image that I have in my head. This would be kind of fun, but I don't want it to be this yellow. We could go with that. That's really pretty. And then this little bathroom here, I kind of want to use maybe like this tiling, something like this, a little bit more quirky. This is gorgeous. I've never used that specific tiling like color before. That's really good. And in these upstairs bathrooms here, I have no clue what I'm gonna go for. So honestly, I'm just gonna find some random tiles that would be like a good like kind of starting point, maybe a color combination I'm not used to, just to kind of experiment. Ooh, that's kind of a fun tile. I've never really used this before. Ooh, that one's really cool. I don't know. We'll see. Once we start properly furnishing the space, that's when we'll really start to be like, okay, now we know what we're going to use. I'm going to use this get together staircase right here because that works with the wood on the flooring really, really nicely. As for the railing from Strangerville does not work very well because it clips into the wall and you can kind of see it sticking out. So maybe we'll just go with like something simple from the base game. Maybe this one. I feel like it fits the vibes of the stairs kind of nicely. Well, either that one or we go with this. I don't think the colors are going to look exactly right, but I don't know. Maybe that's like close enough. I don't know. What about this one from East Seasons? Hey, that one doesn't clip. And we do have a matching fence as well. I also need to pick out the archways as well because I didn't do that. So we obviously have the one from Strangerville that's the one we're going to use without question. Like, come on, it's just perfect. It matches the vibe of the doors, but also it's got the right like swatches and stuff. So, and then for the actual like doors themselves for the whole house, we're definitely going to use just this door here. It's such a nice door. Like, oh my goodness. We'll do placements of the doors kind of like that. And downstairs, we literally just need one right there. And that's really it. Looking good. And then this room here is kind of just going to be kind of an entrance hall kind of situation. It's not really like going to be used all that much. There's still going to be like furniture and stuff, but it's not really going to be like a busy room. It's like, this is the living space, this is the dining, this is the kitchen, but this is like just the nice entry. Oh, this like wallpaper from the Grange mudroom set looks so good. I love the green, but there's also like a blue, which is a little on the bright side from my taste, but it is very pretty. I don't know. I kind of want to use it. Let's give it a go. Maybe blue is more of like the theme for this house. I definitely want to go fairly eclectic too with the space. So, ooh, this wallpaper from that Maximalist kit is kind of speaking to me today. Maybe I'll use this same wallpaper in this little hallway and in this little hallway here. But this little living room, I guess this will be a living room. We might have to get experimental with the layout, but I kind of want to use something like this. Something a little darker, a little bit calmer. And then as for the bathroom, I'll definitely be changing the tile now that I'm doing mostly blue. We've got this wallpaper, but that just seems a little too modern for my taste. Ooh, that's not blue. This one's more blue though. I'm kind of here for that. I don't really use that swatch either, so why not? And then let's find a tile that matches that a little bit better. Maybe just this one? No. Ooh, I like that combination. Very simple, but nice. And then the kitchen, I don't know. I do want it to still be blue. Let's just filter by blue. There is a lot of options in this game when it comes to blue colors and stuff. So I would like something that's on the lighter side. There can be a bit of a pattern, but I don't want it to be like heavy-handed. This would be so cool in a room. Honestly, like imagine that little hallway with that. Honestly, that's perfect for a hallway because you don't want to use too much of it. You know, I'm kind of liking this. I'm not 100% sure on the color of that blue just yet, but I like that there's like a wooden trim and that there's like a little bit of a stony base down here. I would like to change the flooring to something different. Since we are in a desert space, maybe we should go with more of like the terracotta tiles. Ooh, these from Jungle Adventure are really nice. Ooh, I do quite like that. And there is some more like grayish blue options. Ooh, okay. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like this combination isn't my favorite now. Gosh, we're in the indecisive spiral again, aren't we? I don't know. I'm kind of into this. There's something about it that's really speaking to me. I like that combo for some reason. But now I don't like this wallpaper. Ooh, that looks really good in that hallway. Maybe we should use it in this room. Instantly, yes. I think I'll change this again though to something else. Maybe just this wallpaper. I don't know. I'm trying to, go along with the idea that it's the Eclectic Arts Household. So every room is just like a really fun wallpaper. I'm especially in love with this one. It is just such a beautiful wallpaper. This one's from the Paranormal Stuff pack. I'm obsessed with that. So like if you're going to have it, put it in your entry room. That's perfect. Upstairs, I think we'll just use the same thing up here, just since we can see it downstairs. That's so pretty. I'm obsessed. I will pick out the wallpapers for the bedrooms once we furnish because I've learned that the hard way. I'll always change it regardless. And I'm also thinking that like this should probably change too. I kind of want the warmer tone like that. I don't know if I want it in there. I like this shade a lot where it's like a slightly cooler kind of like brownish tone, but now I want to change the wallpaper again in here just because I feel like that's too light and desaturated. I want something that's really intense and bold, but I want something that's nice and dark. That's really pretty, but I've used that already. I don't know. Maybe we can just kind of go a little wild. Maybe we can use that. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's not really like blue, but it works with the vibes. I think I'll use that upstairs too because I just like how that looks with the windows. And then the flooring up here, I don't know. We'll probably change this up. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a tiling that will work for this bathroom up here. That's kind of fun, but it does look kind of boring. I'm looking for something with just like a lot of character. Okay, it's got a pop. Yeah, that's kind of cool. We might mix and match and put some like solid walls down too. I can then go in with a matching tile. Ooh, that's kind of a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. And then maybe we can go in with just some like regular old paint and just kind of like maybe create like an accent wall. Something that's like kind of this like kind of slightly golden yellow color. Like maybe that. We just kind of alternate it. I don't know. I'm just kind of going wild. We'll do the rest of the wallpapers when we furnish. All right, so for this little entryway, it's kind of an entry, kind of a sitting room kind of situation. I instantly pulled out this bench couch situation from For Rent. Instantly, I fell in love. That swatch especially looks really good. I'm also really into that green color. You know me, I love a good green. Oh, but that one's the one. There's something about that red and this like slightly teal adjacent blue. It just really works. Red and green are complementary colors, of course. So if there's like a hint of green in that blue, it just works really well with the red. And I obviously am going to use some pretty wacky kind of rugs and patterns in here. The best thing to do in these kinds of situations is to zoom out. That looks really nice because this color goes with the walls really well. And then maybe we'll pick out a couple fun chairs. And like I was saying, the best thing in my opinion is to zoom out. You don't necessarily have to squint, but if you kind of look, you can be like, that looks right from a distance, so it should look good up close. Because sometimes you just need to kind of confirm like, oh, do I like this? Or is it just looking good up close, you know? Let me put these walls down here so we can get a better vibe. I think I just want the one chair there. We'll do maybe like, there is that. There's also this one. There's a red. There is a green. There's this one. I don't know. I don't feel like any of these really work. The gold's kind of cute. Hold the phone. I think I like that a lot. Yeah, that speaks to me. And also the wood tone on it's kind of nice. And then, ooh, this Realm of Magic coffee table's kind of doing something for me right now. I'm kind of into that. I think it matches this wood really well. And then we'll do like, maybe one side can be like a fun side table right like that, and then maybe on the other side there can be a really fun floor lamp. This is just really like a sitting room, so it doesn't really need to be like all that functional. It's more or less about the vibes. Throw in a little bit of mid-century in here too. I feel like that would look really good with all this. Let's see, maybe we can do like that one. I feel like we need more color. Yeah, like that one's fun. I don't know. I feel like that white shade just is not speaking to me. Maybe this just isn't the vibe yet. Maybe the one from Seasons. I don't know. It's kind of got that quirky vibe that I'm looking for. So we'll maybe put it like in the corner. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of space here. So maybe I should just find a nice plant. Maybe I can put it like this. No, maybe we'll just leave it like that. I feel like that looks cute. Either that or we put this here kind of in the window, kind of move that over a little bit, move the rug back just a hair, kind of like that. And then we can put another side table right over here. I don't know. I just feel like this does not really fit very well. And I almost want to put this like this instead. I feel like that looks better. Maybe a couple like fun lights, like that one from Vampires, and then maybe just like this one from Cats and Dogs. No, maybe the one from For Rent. Oh, the one from For Rent is really cute. Name a build that I'm going to do where I don't use this one. I like the little bit of purple there too. That's fun. And then we'll just look for some books. I think we'll put this little decorative tray. That looks nice. And then maybe another little stack of books there too as like coffee table books. Or we can do magazine. Ooh, yeah, there we go. We'll put a stack of magazines here. Do this on the side. Do something like that. We could always put Don Lothario. He just looks so goofy. Like it literally does look like his face was just like superimposed on someone else's body. I'm pretty sure that's what the vibes are supposed to be. I kind of like this little stack. That's kind of cute. Ooh, these are great. These are from the Moschino pack, and I feel like that just makes a little bit more sense. Kind of like that one. And then just put like a little, you know what, we'll do a little candle. You can never go wrong with a little candle. We'll do something like that one maybe. Maybe that can be the one in the center and then these on the side. Sure, that looks nice. Okay. And then we do need to find some art. I'm going to put the art down first. Or no. I need to put the curtains down first, then the art. We can kind of go pretty high up with these curtains, thankfully, since these are tall wall height, which I guess that is one good thing about tall wall heights is we can use some different curtain varieties, which is good. There's also these from Realm of Magic, which are kind of fun. They're not very big though. Ooh, these ones from Enchanted by Nature might be perfect. I kind of do like that because it matches the color almost to that one. I don't know. I feel like it blends in a little too much. Ooh, that looks quite nice. It's a very slight difference, but ooh, I like it. There's a little bit of the yellow in this, so you can see it here on the chair. And like, there's a little bit of the green from here too. It is Eclectic Arts household that lives here. So it can be a little eclectic, a little different. Maybe it doesn't really go together, and that's fine. Ooh, that looks really good there. Yeah, that looks real cute there. And then maybe like one of these paintings. This is from the Cozy Bistro kit, and honestly, I feel like that would be so good just like right there. Ooh, that one. Oh, I'm obsessed. Okay, that's great. And then the entryway here, we just really need to like maybe put some like a rug here for the entrance. I mean, we obviously have to use this one again. I mean, it's just the perfect one for in here. I even like that swatch a lot. Yeah, like that swatch is kind of perfect. And I feel like we need like a little entry like table here, maybe with like a mirror. Like this one from Crystal Creations is so good. We can even do this like lighter color. That's nice. It pops really well. Should we do a painting or should we do a mirror? I feel like a mirror in the front door might be a little bit much, personally. So maybe we should just do some art. Perhaps this? Ooh, it makes a lot of sense because look at this. You can see some of those plants. So kind of works. And then maybe we can find like another painting. Oh, I think this one will do. Just like this one right here. And then maybe like a tiny one to go right there. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I feel like that works. Or does that look bad because there's a lot of like empty space above it? And I feel like if I do that, I would have to fill the rest of the wall in. And I'm not really loving that idea. So maybe we should just go with like one big painting or something that is like a gathering of paintings that isn't as boxy looking. Oh, we just need more paintings in this game, y'all. That's all I ask. It's just, I don't know. We get a lot of, like, this one's beautiful. I am so happy we got this one. Like, this is such a perfect example of how we need more paintings in this game. Also, this one, low key, kind of looks good there. I don't know. I'm kind of here for it. And then we'll go in with some decorative, like, lamps and such again. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. I love that. And then we'll just do maybe like a couple plants on either side. Of course, we're going to use my favorite just there. And then maybe I should put this on the side and then like a really nice like bit of little statue or something there. Ooh, actually, I do really like this little bird thing. So maybe we should just do like this kind of situation. I like that. And then there is a gold, which can help really contrast against everything. And then I am going to grab either a curtain or some kind of like wall covering for this right here. This would be really pretty, but does it really make sense? I don't think so. Ooh, this looks so good here. Like, oh my goodness, the teal. Oh, that's beautiful. Can we cover the top with maybe like a curtain rod? Technically, it does work. That looks nice. Ooh, I love that. And then, ooh, let's put something here in this corner. I feel like a bookshelf. Wish we had like a proper like little corner bookshelf. That would be really cute. We can just use maybe this one from Tiny Living since it's got that mid-century modern vibe. I feel like that looks really good there. And then let's see, where is the lots? We'll pick out some new lighting and then we can move on to the proper living room. Since this is a Victorian like carpenter Gothic house, I think a proper candelabra would be kind of amazing. Like that one looks really nice actually because there's a bit of blue in it too. We do need to put in some wall lights too. I'm not going to do candles for sure. I'm just going to do some pretty normal like lights. Maybe this one's kind of vintage looking, but it's not really vintage. It's more like 1920s vibes. I don't know. That's kind of a vibe. I kind of like those a lot. And we can put another one just over here as well. Ooh, love this room so much. Let's go ahead and move on to the proper living room. I changed the wallpaper in the living room to this softer green because I felt like the blue, there was just too much going on. So let's try and find a couch that works with that vibe. I want something kind of like a little bit like this one probably, but I still want to include some blue in here. That's kind of cute. That's kind of working for me. There's like a little bit of blue there, so maybe I can find a fun rug that has some more blue in it. I mean, I could just use this one again, but my goodness, I use it so much, but it's so good though. It kind of has so many different colors in it that it works with like anything. Should I use this little love seat from the Crystal Creations pack? There is like this like tealy color that I like. Or should I use this little couch from the vampire game pack. I feel like that's too matchy if I do that color. Okay, but like hear me out. What do we think of that? That looks really fun, but I feel like the color on the wall just is a little too dull. I think I am just gonna go with the blue swatch on this, and I feel like it all looks right. And I want like a fun coffee table. Like this one's kind of like a dated coffee table, but I like it. There's also this one, which is really fun. It has some fun like patterns and stuff on it. I don't know, this room can be a little bit less formal looking because it's more of just like the proper living room. I do want to include like a fireplace right here, of course. This one from Secret Sanctuary is kind of speaking to me. I mean, the blue is fun, but ooh, this one from Growing Together is kind of perfect. I love that like pop of rich wood. We'll just do a regular old TV above the fireplace there, and then a bookshelf here in the corner. Do I want to do something like more like this instead of like in the corner, but just like right next to that? I don't know. That does match in a weird way, but there is also like a darker wood that looks good. Nah, we'll just do one in the corner instead. Maybe something like this one. That one's a pretty good one from Get Together. I might just use these curtains again, just because there's not like a huge variety of curtains that are long enough to fit these windows in this kind of space. I feel like I need to make that teal now, just because I feel like the blue is kind of just standing out too weirdly. And then maybe that. Ooh, okay. The colors are coming together. This feels really nice. It's a much different vibe than I expected, but I love it. And I think behind the coffee table, we'll put one of those like thinner kind of accent tables. Maybe like this one, perhaps. Ooh, the one from Horse Ranch is perfect. It's got this like really roughed up looking like swatches. That one looks good. I feel like that one is better though. And then maybe we can just put some like, you know, fun plants on it. That one there. Maybe we can put a really nice lamp or candles or, you know, the like. I like the idea of putting like this little candle holder here. That looks really nice. Maybe I can put this one like right here, this little plant. And then maybe I can put some kind of like, ooh, yes, like something like this would look cute here. Like that. Oh, yes. I need to put like a really fun looking tall, like floor lamp here. Let's see. I'm thinking, ooh, this one from Vampires is perfect. Kind of like that red, a little pop of red in here. Let's see. I do want to use these same lights again because they just look so freaking good in here. Let's put those there. Let's go ahead and grab some good lighting for in here, and then we can add a few bits of clutter, I think. Ooh, this light from Cats and Dogs is kind of high up there, but it kind of looks really good. Ooh, I like it. I don't want it to be overly like lit up in here. I want it to still feel nice and like cozy. We're definitely going to add some throw pillows too. Don't worry. And then maybe a little bit of tarot art right here. Will that fit? Maybe we need to shrink it down just like a little bit. In fact, maybe we can do like 2. I don't know how that will look. How does that look? I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's, yeah. I didn't sound overly convinced there, did I? But I am a big fan of it, actually. Something like that's cute. All right. And then we'll go in and add a few throw pillows in here, I think. I'm 100% going to overuse these new pillows that we got in an update. They're just so perfect. I think we'll do, let's do like a blue one, and then we'll do like this brown one, and then maybe we can do like a little like green. Ooh, the green. I don't know why, but that's kind of a fun little pop of color. A little bit of green there. And then maybe like an orange, something like that. That's kind of a cute little vibe. And then this already has pillows on it, so I think I'm just gonna leave those. Maybe I should make this like a dark brown. Yeah, because I feel like the orange was clashing with this a little bit. All right, a nice cozy little living room, a couple seating areas. Let's move on to this tiny little bathroom. The tiling I'm not really a big fan of anymore. I think I'm going to go with this one from the kitchen. I like this combo. It's a little bit more on the neutral side compared to the rest of the house, but I think overall I don't mind that for a little bathroom. We'll just use this toilet from Cats and Dogs. I don't know, there's just something about it that I think is just going to work really, really nicely. I mean, we could even do like the black toilet. I don't know what it is with me and black toilets, but there's something about that looks cute to me. And then maybe we can use like, you know, a bit more of a nicer little vanity. There is one that came with Cats and Dogs that matches that, I think, pretty well. You know, it's kind of a vibe, you know, and this is just a little half bath. It's not like a full on bathroom. So that's all that I'm putting in here. I'll just put, you know, some clutter. We'll do a little hand soap. We'll just do like this black one. And then there is like a little little clutter item from the bathroom essentials kit or bathroom clutter kit. I think that would look nice there. I'm so sorry about the angles, y'all, because if I want to put anything on the wall, like if I lower the walls down to just like this, I can't see the wall. So I have to do it this high up. It's super frustrating. We'll do a black, I don't know. Maybe we should do like this wooden tone, just kind of offset that a little bit. Or better yet, we'll do a metal, like kind of coppery frame on this mirror. Yeah, that works with that really nicely. Don't forget the toilet paper. That's very important. And a little hand towel on the wall as well. This one's perfect. And I don't know, I want some art maybe here on this wall, just like a little bit. Maybe this one from the Cottage Living expansion pack. And I do definitely want to throw in maybe like a couple of these lights in here, just something like that. And then we can throw in a lamp. That's not what this is. It's a light. Ooh, this one from the Bistro kit. It's so bright, but honestly, it matches really well. And then we'll throw in some curtains in here too. I think I'll just try using these from Paranormal. I don't know. They kind of are working for me. Maybe we can just do the black ones. You know what? That's actually kind of cute. And then I'll just throw in maybe like a little rug as well. That ain't bad. It's not like the prettiest room, but it's a half bath. This little hallway, I think all I'm going to really do is just put the same light in here. Just something like that. And there's really nothing else I can put in here, to be honest with you, because it's such a small space. Maybe we'll just put in some of these sconces on like either side. And then maybe like a teeny tiny little rug or something. Maybe this one from Realm of Magic. I don't know. It seems kind of just like a random little hallway, but I guess we can move on to the kitchen, which I already picked out the cabinets and the refrigerator I want to use just because I knew that would take me a long time. And I found this counter set from For Rent. Looks so nice in here. We'll just do something kind of like that. And then I do want to kind of mix and match the cabinets here for the little island situation here. We're going to use these ones from the base game and just do something kind of like this, like a pretty big island set up here. We'll do a copper sink, of course. I think I'm going to lower these windows actually. Like, honestly, I don't want to lower them too much, but I want them to be pretty flush with the windows. Honestly, it's going to look kind of weird out back, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit strange. I don't know if I am a big fan of it. How about we try something, a little bit of an experiment, if you will. What if we did this? I don't know how that looks, but like weirdly enough, it's kind of doing something for me. I can even like move them in just a tiny little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. Not gonna lie, it kind of is a vibe. Cabinets are not really gonna be something I can like do a ton of here, but I'm thinking we can just maybe do like a corner piece here, and then we do just like a regular one here, one in the corner there, and then maybe something kind of like this here. There's like a little gap there I'm not loving, so maybe I can just do like that kind of situation. I don't know, but don't worry. I am going to put some like curtain rods, I think. These kind of actually match, and we'll just put them like kind of in the middle here, kind of separating those. Actually, that's not a bad like little vibe. And then I want to go in with these vine like curtain things because that kind of makes it work. I feel like there's like nothing there. So maybe instead of the curtain rods, how about we use shelving and like make it a shelving that's like actually got some like width to it, if that makes sense. This kind of matches the windows really well. It does go with the cabinets too, I think. And then we can go in with some clutter. These are so high up that I don't want it to be clutter that looks like it's actually, you know, like accessed. Ugh, can they please just make it to where we can put more objects on shelves? I beg of the Sims team. Like their slot choices are that. They are choices. Okay, so we're just gonna have to use the OMSP shelf. We're gonna move all these out because that's a whole daggone process that we have to do today. I'll put a couple of those little plants like on either side there. I think that looks really cute. Maybe we'll even do like this plant randomly. It feels like it kind of works there. Maybe one of these two, because why not? You can also go in with some other clutter as well. Maybe just some like knickknacks and just like random things that would look good up there. Just maybe put like this little bird guy here. Ooh, this like little thingamadoodle. I don't know. I'm really just putting random things up here just to fill in the space. I don't know, something kind of like that. And I do have a mod that adds slots on top of the cabinets up here. So I can even add a few little extra knickknacks up there too if I want. Okay, I'm liking the vibe so far. I'm thinking honestly now, I kind of want to put the sink like on the counter right here instead. But then I need to kind of put it in the middle like this, so I need to move these out, and that would be like too much. Maybe doing it more like this. I don't know, maybe it doesn't need to be centered. I don't know. I'm not loving that. Maybe something like that, and so that there's more space around. That's not a bad idea. And then I can put the stove right here. I'm gonna do this teal stove, because why not? We'll put in a little drip coffee maker here. Throw in a blender too. We got the space. We might as well use it. Ooh, little drink platter tray. Looks real cute right here. Ooh, we definitely need to give them a dishwasher. So I'm going to put that right here as well. We'll do this like teal one, I think. We got to throw in a few little knickknacks, a few little decorative items here and there. Maybe instead of this drink tray, we do a basket here. Put some coffee mugs over there. I basically will just open up the kitchen clutter kit items and just go to town with it, because it's just a really good little set of items. We'll put that there. Put a little thing of coffee here. We'll do the cute little cookie jar here in the corner tucked away. I've already got some utensils here, but let's just add some more, because why not? And then there's this little sink side essentials that I'm obsessed with for some reason. This little scale here, I like that. And a little thing for spices. We'll just put like a little rug right here. That looks really nice. And honestly, we have all of this extra space right over here. I guess we can do like a dining area. This isn't like going to be the dining space, because there's another dining room over here. Unless we turn that into maybe like a different kind of magic room or something. You know, I have some ideas, so maybe we will. Because there's actually so much room over here for this little dining space here. Actually, the table I want to use is this one, I think. I feel like that would look really nice in here. Yeah, even just like that swatch looks really good. I'm going to do this. Maybe we'll move the window over a little bit. And then I really want to use like a mix of different chairs, just because I love that vibe. That green chair I never use looks really good. Maybe this yellow chair here. Actually, you know what? No, we'll put the yellow chair here, and then we'll do like a really rich, like warm wood right there too. I don't know. I'm just kind of going off of vibes. Maybe like this chair, but in the blue. That's kind of fun. You know what? Let's put a ton of chairs here. We'll use this one from Paranormal as well. Let's see which color just like kind of works the best. Maybe that one. We'll do this chair as well. Mostly warm woods, but with like a couple little pops of color here and there. Maybe that chair. You know what? It's a vibe, I guess you could say. And then we'll just find a nice rug to go underneath this here. You know, weirdly enough, I kind of like this one. I don't know. It just kind of does work a little bit. And then along the wall there, I definitely want to put some kind of like storage, like hutch display kind of situation. Something that really does take up a lot of space, just because it's a tall wall height. So we need something that really can fill in this area here. Oh, I wish I could use that more. Look at that swatch. Actually, I kind of want to use that one. It's kind of everything to me. It looks so freaking good. Kind of like this light here. It's also really satisfyingly fitting into the tile there, and I kind of love that. I am going to put the trash can, I think, right here. I've been using this one a lot just because it's like covered. Let's see if there's like any kind of like wall decor item that could fit here. Ooh, definitely want to include some like cutting boards over here, just like against the wall. These are a really great way to like fill in the area here. We'll do maybe like 2 right there. That looks nice. And then what can go here on this wall? Ooh, I like this little bit of macrame. That's very cute. Maybe we'll do, ooh, that one looks kind of perfect. And then for the window here, I mean, I'm kind of wanting to just use this one. You know, it makes the most sense. Covers up the window. It looks like it could cover the window. So yeah, we do need some other things on these walls over here. For sure want to include some aprons. Ooh, maybe like this can go here. No, that doesn't really look like it goes there. Ooh, we'll put this little item here. That's really cute. I think that's from Kitchen Clutter. Yeah. And then some aprons. Ooh, this could also look good here too. Oh, yes. Something like that. Okay, I need to hone in. Where are the aprons? I get so distracted. I keep finding items that I want to use instead of just going for what I need. I think I'll go with maybe, I don't like any of these swatches. I think just the red and yellow will do. And I'm thinking like a little centerpiece on this table will be really nice. Maybe these sunflowers. Oh, that's so cute. And then let's figure out the lighting situation because we definitely want a light above the dining space here. Maybe this one. That's kind of a vibe. Oh, it's so high up there. Ooh, I don't like the lighting on these, but I love the style. So I'm just going to shift click them. If you have Better Build Buy, you'll be able to change the lighting. Definitely a big game changer for some of these lights because this one always has a cool tone to it. Ooh, that little pop of orange is kind of fun. And then we do need some lights above this. I kind of like these jars. These are kind of a vibe. Ooh, that looks really good when you stagger them like that. And then you do like this orangey swatch. That's kind of cute. And then maybe we can just, you know, to add in some extra lighting in this kitchen, we'll go in with like these like little art lights just above the counters and just like, you know, in spots where you're not really going to see them, but you'll see the light. There we go. I think this kitchen looks super cute. I'm a big fan of it myself. Now this room, it was going to be a dining space, but I've decided that instead they're going to eat in here because that's more the vibe, right? There's going to be maybe some like skill building stuff in here. But I also would like it to be maybe like a music-y room, maybe even like a seance room. Maybe the paranormal stuff can be, you know, shown off in here because, you know, we're in Strangerville. It kind of fits. And I'm going to just filter by paranormal and just find like, yeah, see, like, look at how perfect that fits in here. Let's change up the swatches though on this because I definitely want to use like this dark wood. That just looks so good. I think we'll go maybe with like just like that. I like the contrast between the green and this reddish color. I know I keep using this rug, but like tell me that isn't perfect. I don't love this color of the seance table, but I'm willing to just like let it go. Maybe we could just put some bookshelves over here, you know, along the wall or something like that. This one from Realm of Magic is kind of speaking to me because we can put it in this really dark wood tone and there's like a crystal and like some bottles. It just looks really cute. As for the curtains, I'm going to be honest, y'all. Choosing curtains for this height of wall is really hard. Like upstairs won't be such a big deal because it's medium wall height, but this tall wall height, it's just... things just don't look right. I could try to use this curtain. I keep trying to use it, but none of the colors work. The black kind of does work. Weirdly enough, there's something about that that's actually doing something for me. So we're just going to say to heck with it. Maybe we can even layer it with a decorative item that came with City Living. It's just this thing right here. What if we were like to do that? You know, like kind of layer them. I don't know if that looks good or if that looks bad. I mean, I should just ask myself, does it look good or does it look bad? And then that'll be my answer. I think it looks interesting. We can even do like a fun pop of color, maybe even this orange. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with it, y'all. We'll put in like a fun plant, maybe like right here in this little corner. I feel like maybe we should bring this rug to the middle of the room a little bit more, just like this. And then on the edges over here, we can put some seating instead. It doesn't have to be a ton of seating, but just enough to kind of, you know, fill in the space, make it look like people can sit there and, you know, watch or something. I don't know. Like maybe 4 people are here and then some other people are like there to witness it, you know. Like this is really fun. Oh, heck yes. Love that. And you know what? When in doubt, just put some seating and some lamps and candles and you've got decor. You know, we'll put this little chair here, maybe a little rocking chair here on this side. Ooh, yeah, we'll do that. And then maybe we can put some like tables on either side here too. Maybe some like small ones. Ooh, this one's weirdly super fun. I really like that vibe. And then maybe on this side, we can do just a really nice lamp, like a floor lamp. Let's see. I kind of really want to use my favorite lamp. I feel like that looks so good there. And then here, maybe we can just put like some candles or something. I feel like a candle there would be nice. We'll do like a little book. Maybe it's actually being read currently. And then a little tchotchke, a little decorative item. Oh, this little guy, but we'll shrink him down because he's super cute. And maybe we'll even do the yellow. Okay, let's try to place him down where I want him. Just like right there. How cute is that? I don't know, y'all. It's just an experiment. It's just some kind of thing that I did. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring these up just like a notch. Maybe they're just like a little too low, something like that. Sure. And then I definitely want a grandfather clock right here. This is honestly one of my favorite things to use to decorate a space is a grandfather clock. And then maybe we'll even grab these little, I don't know, these little fun shiny drapery things and put some more over here. And we'll just use this to kind of like cover them up a little bit, which is a nice way to like, I don't know, enter the space. Maybe these can be drawn closed while they're having like a seance or something kind of like that. That's kind of fun. Adds a little pop of color there. I really want to use these lights again from Movie Hangout. They are just so stinking cool. Literally, they're cool toned, so I'm gonna have to change them to a warm tone, but that looks so fun. I'm really liking the overall vibes. As for this hallway here upstairs in this landing area, I'm just going to add like a couple little decorative items. Of course, I'm going to use this rich wood on this little, I guess you could call it an accent table. Maybe on either side I'll put these bookshelves. They fit here very nicely. And they even come in a really rich wood swatch that kind of matches. But do I like that it matches? I don't know. I kind of want to do this instead. That feels a little less intense. Yeah, that feels better. I guess I'll put this little Cordelia bust here because I just really like using that item. Maybe a nice little lamp next to it. And then just like a plant, I guess. Maybe we should like flip this. Do something like this, maybe make it smaller, and then just put like a little vase of flowers or something here. That's kind of a vibe, actually. Why not? It's a little bit more subtle with the decor up here, but it's just a hallway, so it doesn't need to be too intense. Put this little rug here, because why not? We'll use this little werewolves rug here. It's super cute. I kind of like it in the green swatch there. And then maybe on this wall, we can do like a nice, I don't know, a big mirror or a big painting or something. Maybe we'll do this large portrait of Lady Mimsy right there. That's super fun. And then let me find these lights here and we'll put those on either side. I feel like that will do a lot for this space too. We'll do something like that. And then maybe right over here, we'll do another painting. That's kind of what hallways are for. It's just a lot of paintings. Maybe just like this one or something. I kind of like that there. Maybe we'll shrink down this just a tiny little bit. Then we'll put this here. Why not? That works. All right, landing is fine, I guess. I do want to put in a nice ceiling lamp of some variety. I feel like this is actually really cool for up here. Maybe even put one just like right here in the middle, just like that. I don't know. That's kind of fun. It lights up the space quite nicely. There's nothing on this wall though, which is kind of bothering me. So maybe I should cover this in a bunch of like other paintings. Like what if we did a bunch of tarot paintings? Then again, it would be like, I would have to put like a ton here. I know they all look kind of crazy right now, but trust the process. Or I can just use some other paintings. I'll just put like, whatever paintings look right, It ain't gotta make all the sense in the world, but I don't know. Just kind of make the frames sort of look right. Like I can use this one and just kind of like shove them against the wall like that. Just really make sure they all kind of like are close enough together to where it looks like they're a set. I guess that looks good. Sure. That's a vibe, I guess. Let's go ahead and we'll move on to the bedrooms. I don't really know exactly who this house is being built for, really. I don't know much about the Eclectic Household or Eclectic Arts Household. So these are more or less going to be rooms just built on vibes. I really like this bed. That's very cute. Maybe we'll use like a mixture of nightstands here. I accidentally pulled this out earlier, but it looked really cute. Maybe we'll do like a candle on one side here. maybe like over here, and then like this light on like the other side possibly, or maybe we'll just find like a proper lamp here. Like I really want to use this one. I don't know. I just love this lamp. I wish there were more swatches, but that one looks really fun. Put maybe some more of this painting set in here, which there's a nice variety of them. I really like that. It looks super cute. And then maybe like a desk over here. Ooh, this one's perfect. Then we'll just put like a little laptop, or, you know, I like putting a computer on a desk, but to be honest, sometimes I just don't want to. We'll do like this red chair to kind of match the red on the bed a little bit. I don't know, the red and the light purple, it's kind of a random combo, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. Maybe we'll do this like rug right here. We'll do something like that maybe. It's a little bit off center, a little weird, a little wacky, but hey, actually, why don't we like do this instead? I don't know, I'm kind of liking that idea more. Maybe we can put the paintings like here, or maybe they'll just stay like right here. Maybe we can put a bookshelf over here on this wall too. Something like this, or maybe the life and death one. Yeah, we do need a wardrobe for sure. Maybe we can do a mixture of some. Like I really like this one from Realm of Magic. That one's really pretty. Maybe we can put it like maybe right here. You know what? It's an eclectic house. So the placement of these items are going to be eclectic. See, I got a little mirror there. That's really cute. Maybe we'll do some like poofs or something. Oh, this one might work. We got the red. We got this like kind of golden color. That's really cute. We'll put a hamper right here. I feel like this is the perfect spot. This one is not like a functioning one, but just something to add a little bit of decor there. Of course, I'm going to make this sim into an artsy sim like the rest of them that will be in here, but this one will in particular be an artist. So we'll do this here maybe. Maybe we'll put the desk just like right here instead, and then have this little corner be like an art space. We can do like one of these like little art kind of stands that I really like using. We'll do the red. I think that's fun. Maybe we'll do something like this here, and then we can put some like, you know, little knickknacks on it just so that they have something to paint. I really like this bust a lot. Sure, I think that's really fun. I feel like I should put a mirror here. I don't know. It just seems weird not to. What about a lamp behind this? This would be really fun, actually. Putting one just like right here. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of cute. Kind of random, but it kind of works. Maybe we can put like an old TV here. I don't know. Just some random knickknacks for this room. Like some, you know, hair stuff, like brushes and stuff. I don't know. Hair dryer. Some little perfume bottles. Of course, it doesn't want to stay on here. There we go. Something like that. We should put some decor on the desk too. That's pretty important, I think. Just bits and bobs here and there. The usual stuff. Ooh, some little nail polish bottles right there would be cute. We definitely need a nice lamp, of course. I love this little lamp. It's so cute. All right, that's not too bad. Not too much stuff in here. We do need to get some curtains. Let's see. I wonder if any of these could work. They've got a lot of these throughout this house. Ooh, maybe these. These look really good in here. And I know the like curtain rods kind of clash a little bit, but what we can do is add some curtain rods as well to kind of cover that up. Well, they're not really curtain rods. They're curtain mounts is what they're called. They're from that one kit. I can never seem to remember. I can remember the items from a lot of different like expansion packs and stuff. I can never remember the ones from the kits. Almost never. Unless it's ones that I like really use, you know? Ironically, this is one that I use a lot and I still don't remember the name of it. We will put some other little decorative items in here. We'll do maybe like a robe like right here. I hate the colors of these robes. Like they're just boring. Do that one, I guess. It kind of matches the wallpaper. And then maybe we can just put like a couple of other things, like either some posters or, you know, just like some other paintings in here like this. That's kind of cute. We should definitely find a light too. Maybe this one. That one looks kind of nice. All right, that one's kind of cozy. I think now that I've kind of thought about it, I want this room to be a pottery studio. So maybe they just keep the wallpaper nice and simple in here so that it's, you know, easy to clean up. So we'll just put like a little potter's wheel, maybe like right here or something like that. I feel like that's a good spot. And then the kiln can go just like over here in the corner. We'll do maybe like, I don't know, I want some quirky swatches. Ooh, I really like that swatch because it looks used. Oh, that's brilliant. And then I want to look at the things from the industrial loft kit, because that would be kind of nice to put like in the floor, just to make it kind of look like they've, you know, really used this space a lot for art. Maybe even put like some of these like old newspapers down to kind of help protect the floor, but they failed a little bit. Yeah. And then we'll find a chair for this as well. I kind of want to use something like this, maybe that. Yeah, we'll put a sink over here because why not? That'll be kind of fun. Maybe we'll put the shelves right here, and this will be like where they store some, I don't know, maybe I can put this here and do like something more like this, and it kind of looks like a big workspace over here. Something like that. That's kind of fun. Ooh, one thing I definitely want to do, we'll go into debug, and then we'll filter by businesses and hobbies, is I want to look at, yeah, some sculptures and stuff. We'll see, you know, if there's anything in here that, you know, it would look nice, you know, put in here. Like they've got some sculptures that maybe they're letting dry or, you know, harden or whatever. I don't know the logistics of pottery. Ooh, definitely want to put this somewhere for sure. Maybe we can just like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Put this over here. That works nicely. And then I think I'll just put maybe some shades in here, something like that, just to keep it nice and simple. Maybe this is an extension of their room. Who knows? I don't know. Somebody else maybe does pottery. Who knows? So for the next room in this house, we're going to be working on this bathroom here. And I changed up the tiling like combination, and honestly I'm obsessed with this combo. Of course it's got, you know, dark green on it, but it matches with the terracotta really nicely. As for a tub, I want one just kind of like right here underneath this window. I don't want it to look like overly modern, of course. I want it to still kind of look a little bit on the, you know, like this kind of simple, plain, traditional kind of vibe. I think we'll literally just use that because I love that like kind of coppery like plumbing there. And then I think right here in this corner there should be a shower. Shower stalls are not usually very, I guess, traditional, like at least in my experience in The Sims 4. Maybe we can use this one though, or some other swatch. I don't know, that doesn't really work. I could do a shower tub combo over here instead. I mean, this one is kind of a no-brainer. It's really pretty. It's the same vibe. I could even put it just in front of this window because I really like the idea of there being some natural light in the shower. I don't hate that. Let's look at these other colors. I mean, that is definitely eclectic, and I'm kind of into it. I think I want the sink to be right here, and I'm going to use probably just some counters, make like a proper little vanity kind of situation. Probably going to use this one from the, what is it? Life and Death expansion pack. I mean, there is this green, which matches a little too well, I think. But I think I might use this one. It just seems right. And sorry if I'm zoomed out. It's like the roofing and everything being up, it's so problematic. And I have to have the walls up so I can see how it all looks together. As for the sink, I wish we had more bathroom-oriented sinks, but this one is probably going to be our best bet. Do I want to do a double sink? Nah. But I don't know where I want to put the sink. Do I want it on the right or do I want it on the left? I wonder if I can like, you know, this is just an experiment, so bear with me. But like, I'm wondering if I can just like do like a little moment like this. That doesn't really look that good, does it? So yeah, we'll just do this. And I guess we'll just put one sink there. In reality, I would want the sink to be like in the middle and then just like two pieces on either side, but kind of can't really do that in this game. Maybe we'll just do two sinks just because it feels weird without it being symmetrical, you know? Let's see. Ooh, these Crystal Creations mirrors are so fun. There is a teal color, but I don't feel like that really fits very well. Maybe we'll just keep it like that. Yeah, I love that. And then I guess the toilet will just naturally be over here in this corner. I guess we'll just use this one just for, you know, simplicity's sake. Yeah, I think that's a good layout because then the door opens this way and it's not like right into the toilet. So, you know, if somebody accidentally walks in, it doesn't compromise anything. All right, let's lower these walls back down so I can see a little bit better, but let's pick out some other like kind of decorative items. Like, ooh, these like little baskets here are so cute. We'll put a little like cabinet just here. That's perfect because it's like across from the toilet. I'll put it just like there. And let's see, do I want to do like a fun pattern on this? Because there is some really good like colors on here. There's a blue. There's also just a dark wood. And you know how much I love that swatch. I think that looks really, really nice there. I think I'm going to use this rug from Cats and Dogs, of course. I think that looks really nice. And then I think that's all of like the major furniture items. We definitely need to just go in and add some decor. Please mind the camera. We'll put the toilet paper right there. Let's see what other things. We need a little toilet cleaner, little plunger kind of situation. We'll put that right there. Oh goodness, the angles are not liking me. And then I guess we'll put a couple of hand towels over here. I really want to use this one from Growing Together. It just seems the best one, honestly, because there's like some ones with like a coppery little handle here, like this one. Okay, and then we'll find some other little decorative items for the counter. Of course, we need to have some hand soap in the middle here. Maybe they have two different kinds of hand soap. We'll just say that. Two different kinds. I don't know. We'll just put it on either end. Why not? And then this little skincare essentials maybe can go here. I really have been liking this little item. You just put it right there in the middle there. Looks really nice. And then maybe a couple like robes over here on this wall. I don't know. I'm trying to find some fun colors that make sense. Maybe something like that. And then maybe on this wall, there can be a towel rack. Ooh, there's this one. I really like this one. There's a dark wood swatch too. I kind of want to just put it right here, or maybe right here instead. Yeah, that looks good. And then a proper towel rack. Definitely I'm going to use the one from the base game, just this one, something like that. And then I think we'll just put in a few little decorative touches here, maybe a rooster, I don't know. I think that's like a cute little bathroom. We'll go ahead. Ooh, you know what? There definitely needs to be a rug right here. We'll just put another one of the same ones like this one, but just put it right here instead. That looks better. And ooh, the sconces. We got to put in a couple of these sconces in here. I just feel like having at least one in here just kind of makes it make sense. It makes sense that every room would get those sconces. We'll put a nice light in here. I think let's put another one of these like right here in the middle of the sink. That looks really nice, actually. Okay, bathroom there is done. Do we need to put a curtain? I mean, I feel like it's kind of like, there's sort of a curtain there. So do we need to? I don't know, but hey, why not? I really like this curtain from Cats and Dogs. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of working for me. All right. And so now we have these two bedrooms and this little bathroom here. So this bedroom, I think I want this to be a musician. I don't know. Particularly like a country musician. I don't know. I guess because they're living in this area, it just kind of feels right, What should I do bed wise? Because that looks nice, but that's just very like, I don't know. I want something more vibrant and more eclectic, That's the whole point of this whole household, is that they're Eclectic Arts Household. Okay. Ooh, I really like that bed a lot. Also really like this one. You know me, I love that shade of green. I kind of really like this swatch, and I kind of want to base the room off of it. I don't know. I'm kind of digging this combination here. The flooring isn't particularly working for me, but I think we'll just cover it with some rugs. Ooh, this one's kind of a vibe. I'm kind of into it. I am enjoying all the red for a change. Maybe we can try using these little side tables from For Rent. Since they're round, they'll fit nicer in these like little kind of sort of corners here. And they have a flowery motif on them, so it kind of works with the bed. These lamps are really cute. They're from Businesses and Hobbies. I'm kind of loving the vibe so far. We'll put maybe the dresser just like right here. I always want to use this one from For Rent, but it's just so nice. I think it matches the vibes really well too. I think I'm just going to do this like warm wood color here. And as for over here, I think the main thing I want to include is some kind of like music kind of situation. So I guess we can include like maybe like a keyboard here. The keyboard is from City Living, but there are pianos from a number of other packs. I think I'll do that swatch since there's a little bit of that kind of orangey color there. I do want to include a desk here too, because that just feels right. Ooh, this one from Life and Death might actually be really perfect. There's like a reddish color and it works so nicely in here. I don't know how I want to lay this out. I'm kind of like torn because like it feels weird having them side to side like this. Maybe I can put the piano over here and then the desk can just go here in the middle. I feel like that looks nice. I feel like I'm okay with that. I would love to include the bookshelf from Moschino just because it looks like there's some like albums on it. I just, where to put you though? Maybe right here is a good spot. I don't know. I feel like the layout of this room is a little ambitious. Just saying. So I think if I had to pick what to keep, it wouldn't be this keyboard. It just feels weird. I don't know. There's a piano in here, so maybe that's a little excessive because I really like the idea of putting the bookshelf here and then the desk just here in the corner so it's not super symmetrical in here. Maybe we'll do that bookshelf there. I never use that swatch, so hey, we'll give them like... Maybe we'll give them this like nice computer setup. Actually, let's just give them a laptop. I feel like that's more the vibe of this person is they just have a laptop. Ooh, the pink. Oh, the pink laptop is everything. Maybe we'll do this matching chair to the desk. It's a little matchy, but I like that. This rug looks really nice here because there's pink in it and it kind of works with the rest of the room. I'm going to do a candle, but I will also put like a proper lamp here too. I think I'll use maybe this light. I don't know. It just gives like office lamp vibes. And since this person is a musician, I do want to make sure to actually include the items to make them a musician, you know? Ooh, this red guitar is so perfect here. We'll do another red guitar. Are there any other musical instruments for adults in this game? Don't know. There's pianos, of course. We have that. We know that. It would be really cool if there was like a proper like cello or bass or something like that. But we'll just give them a violin there. I think that looks really cute. And let's see, we'll just throw in some of this art around, some more eclectic looking art like that looks really cute. I really like this painting a lot. I think these actually look so nice in here. These look really good above the desk. Let's see, I'm thinking, isn't there some items that came with the base game for the musical career? Ooh, yes, because there are some little, I don't know what you would call them. I guess you could call them rewards. Awards, not rewards. Awards. Yes. Let's see. It is here somewhere. It's this one, this little musical thing. That's very cute. I've always really liked that item. I guess I'll also give him this too, you know. We'll give them a little award here. Maybe we'll put these over here in the shelf. I feel like that's a good place for it. In fact, let's do this one right here and this one here. I always like to twist it around so you can really see the shape there. We'll do another trophy there because why not? Isn't there a rug? Yeah, the Sim Idol rug. I think this would look really cute somewhere. I don't know if it looks good there, but we'll just say it does. Kind of like the red. It's kind of fun. I do need a full-length mirror in this space somewhere. Oh, this mirror is so pretty. It is the one that came with Basement Treasures. I am obsessed with that. I know it's kind of in a bad spot, but I love it. And then I guess we can go throughout and add some decor now. So like some plants, maybe like a little storage chest or something here. It's a really good way to add some extra like vibes is just adding like something like that there. That looks really cute. And then maybe like a hamper over here, probably something like this. You know what? I think this is a nice bedroom. I'm going with it. I want something right here on the wall though. Just something decorative. I would love it if we had like, if you are somebody who has played Animal Crossing before, in Animal Crossing, you can actually get like songs and you can register them to the radio and actually play them either in your house or outside, whatever. But you can also take those and instead, if you've already registered them to your like radio player or whatever, then you can just use them as decor items and you can put them on the wall, you can put them on the floor. It's so good. So good. And I would love it if we had something like that in The Sims. Just some album covers. It'd be really nice. I think I'm going to use this painting again because I really, really like it. But, I'm having a hard time finding a proper painting to go here though. Something that like makes sense with the vibes, you know? Ooh, I think this painting would look really, really nice right here. I don't know, just something to go there. And we should pick out the curtains. Oh dear. These look really good. I want something with, yeah, like this. Oh my gosh, these are so perfect. Not this swatch. Don't worry. I sometimes will just place down items without choosing their swatches. I know that probably drives people crazy, but it's just how my brain works. So let's see. There's black. There's the red, which honestly, y'all, I think I'm going to go with the red. This is a really nice combination. I'm here for it. And then let's see. We got to pick out the lighting now. So let's get a sconce. Like nice little sconce. Ooh, let's flip this door around. I feel like it's weird doing that. Yeah, there we go. Put a sconce there. I've been using these like ceiling lamps here, but I don't know if they're really like bright enough. Put one above the bed and maybe one over here. I don't know. I feel like 2 in a room like this is kind of excessive, but it's fine. And definitely want to add a few little decorative bits and bobs on the desk here. Nothing too intense, but maybe like a little thing of tissues right here. Maybe some magazines. Ooh, and let's put the notebook. Let's see this one. This is perfect because it can be like their writing book, like they write all their songs in it or something. I don't know. I think it looks really, really nice. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with that. We have one more bathroom here. This one's much smaller. I don't know if I like this combination. I love this, like this orangey pattern, but this tiling here just isn't really speaking to me for this room. So maybe I'll just change it to something like this one or this. You know, I'm kind of into this combo. Kind of looks nice, actually. I'm kind of here for it. And let's see. I don't love that the door is like in this position. It's kind of making it a little bit more cramped in here, I guess. So I'm thinking we'll just put a bathtub here. We'll do this one from Cottage Living because why not? I kind of like the way that that looks just with the default swatch. And then the sink, I'm going to assume I should put the sink on this side. I don't know. I feel like that just makes more sense. I think I'll use maybe this one from Life and Death. Let's see if there's a swatch that works. Ooh, I feel like that one looks really nice, actually. I'm kind of here for the simplicity. And then the toilet can just go here. I don't know what kind of toilet. Maybe this one from Cats and Dogs. I feel like if I do that, though, I want to use the tub from Cats and Dogs too. Should we just do all Cats and Dogs set here? I feel like it makes sense because then the plumbing will all match. It's gonna be this one right here. Yeah, that's cute enough. We'll do something like this right here, I guess. Ooh, I don't love that positioning. It's just kind of like, Should we move this door over? I think that's probably in our best interest. I think just putting the door like this makes more sense. Yeah, that just feels right. That way we can put the sink over here, put the toilet here, and then this has its own little area here. Put a little toilet roll. I'm gonna do a hand towel in here. Let's see, we'll just use this one again. It just matches. Fun mirror, question mark? I don't know. Maybe this one. Ooh, that one's kind of quirky. This is probably more of like their guest bathroom that they have. Put a robe right here, I guess. And then we can put a little towel rack here. I basically use that one all the time. So maybe I should go with something a little different. Maybe we'll just use this one. Some basic beige. Ooh, I think I'm going to scooch this over just a little bit because I want to put my favorite little thingamadoodle in here. I feel like this would look really nice just right here. And then we can put the robe right there. And I actually really like this swatch, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. As for some curtains, what curtain would look good in here? I really have been wanting to use this one so bad just because of the shape and the vibe. Ooh, wait a minute though. These ones from Paranormal are really fun. They don't fit perfectly, but I'm kind of like into that swatch weirdly enough. It kind of matches kind of nicely. We'll add some little, bits of decor in here, just the usual stuff. Ooh, I do want to add like a medicine cabinet right here. I feel like that would look really nice. Let's just do, I guess, like this color, or we could just do white. I think the white looks good. And then I'm going to go in with this little sconce here. I love this sconce so much. It's so fun. And then for the lighting, I'm just going to keep using this one here. I just think it looks really good. The color is really nice on it too. Okay, nice cozy little bathroom. Nothing too fancy. I'm gonna kind of keep it pretty plain. The last room is this bedroom here. Now we have like kind of an artsy sim here. We have like a musician sim, which honestly, can we talk about this bedroom? It's really nice. But this one, I kind of want to focus on like dark blue. So almost like this kind of vibe looks really nice for this room, actually. I'm not really sure what kind of skill that this sim would use. I think I'm just going to kind of keep this room pretty generic because I'm not exactly sure what vibe this sim has yet. Like, are they artistic? Are they, you know, more magical? Who knows? Really liking that bedside table right now. That's a kind of a fun combo. Ooh, we'll give them like a little candle here maybe. And then we need a nice lamp here. Kind of digging that lamp. I don't know. It's a fun combo. Let's see, dressers. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. Maybe this can be a guest room. Who knows? I kind of weirdly like that. Maybe they're like a performer. Maybe, you know, hear me out. What if they're like, remember in The Sims 3 Showtime, there was like the acrobat career. We could kind of say that they're more of like an athlete, kind of acrobat kind of thing. Sure. But we'll just have to find some like workout equipment, I think, for their room. Then again, having that in your bedroom is probably a lot, but you know, it's about the vibes, right? They have a punching bag. They have some costumes over here. I don't know. We'll just kind of say that that's what it is, but we'll keep it pretty generic. Like, I do want to put a desk in here. We'll use this one from Life and Death. Do I want to use this bed? The more I look at it, the less I want to. So, ooh, this one looks really nice, actually. I'm kind of liking that vibe a little bit more. I'm kind of liking the more like sleek, kind of modern-ish vibes for this room. Ooh, that's a really fun rug for this room. I don't know, maybe they're a performer, but they're also like, I don't know, maybe they're a tarot reader or something. I'm not sure. There's so many things that you can have your Sims be in this game, I think, at this point. Ooh, that's a really fun computer for their space. Maybe I'll put some candles here. I feel like those would be very nice. Ooh, the blue is kind of a moment. I'm not 100% sure about this room, y'all. Just being honest with you. Ooh, this lamp's kind of fun. It's kind of a vibe, actually. Kind of liking the kind of celestial color scheme. Maybe we'll put a hanging plant up in here too. Why not? We'll do a matching chair because I love that combo. The door keeps disappearing, but it's there, I promise. Oh my goodness. I'm just now noticing. So apparently all the terrain paint is gone. I did so much work on that terrain paint. Oh goodness. That's gotta be a bug that has to be reported, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, maybe this sim just does a lot of different things. So I'm not really like super concerned. You know, this Crystal Creations table would look kind of nice in this room here. You know, like what if we did maybe something like this, and then maybe the sink can go like, I don't know, in just the corner here. That's kind of a fun vibe. I didn't think about that earlier. I think I'll just do like that brown. That looks really good in there. Okay, anyways, guess I'll just give them like a little bonsai tree. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this is the last room of the house and my brain is just like zapped. Basically, it is Zap Brannigan. Let's see, just a dark wood like that one. That looks really good. This window placement, y'all, I don't know about it. It's kind of up there. I guess I can just use these curtains from Paranormal. I mean, they're really nice. They're actually so nice. And I guess we should put some art in here too. And maybe we'll do this with a bookshelf, put like maybe a little chair here, maybe like this one, or I don't know, something fun. The yellow is kind of a moment. It kind of stands out really nicely. Ooh, I like that a lot. I think this little painting here is a nice little pop of color. Maybe this one here too. Yeah, I like that a lot. I feel like there needs to be something back here, or this needs to be like redone a little bit because it is a little bit strange. I'll just do maybe like this, do this instead. Maybe we can put the light like right there, or we can put the light over here. That makes a lot of sense. What would you do about this room? If you're at this point in the video and, you know, you're watching along and all this stuff, like, what do you think? I'll put that tapestry there. That's really fun. And then the last little thing to do is just put in a lot in here. And then we'll also put like one of these little sconces right here. We love a good sconce. All right. Looks like everything is furnished. Kind of obsessed with this house, not gonna lie. I really want to put some plants on either side here. I feel like that just looks kind of empty. Ooh, these plants would look so nice. They're a little modern. They have some gold on them. They stand out very nicely. They've got some nice swatches. Okay. Kind of into that a lot too. Ooh, this one. That one looks great. Alrighty, y'all. I guess now we can jump into the tour. Just keep in mind, I will fix the terrain paint off camera because I don't want to record it again. But yeah, let me go ahead and I shall give you a tour. And here is the house. I hope y'all enjoyed this little renovation. Let's jump on into a little tour. Here's a close-up of the landscaping. Terrain paint isn't done. I'm going to do that by myself after this video's done. But it was looking really nice, at least. Love this little front porch area. I'm obsessed. I could see myself sitting out here all the time. A pretty simple little backyard area. Nothing really intense going on back here, but it looked really nice with all the terrain paint. Here is the entry room, kind of sitting room area. It's just so nice. I love the couch there from For Rent and the chair from Cats and Dogs. Like that combination. Never done that before. Looks really nice. And then here is the proper living room where the TV is. I really like this room too. They feel different, but they go together, those two rooms. I'm really liking it. Here is the kitchen / dining. I'm kind of obsessed, actually. I love the combination of the counters from For Rent and the island counter from the base game. Also, I really like how simple and clean it looks. I don't know, I'm here for it. Here is another angle of this room. Love the hutch from Cats and Dogs. I never get to use it, so I'm so happy that I got to today. There's this little kind of hallway situation where you can go out back, or if you walk straight through, there is like a little seance kind of hangout space. Maybe it's all just for fun, but I love this room. It's really pretty. Here's another angle, and you can see that you can walk right back out to the front. Looking good. Then we head upstairs onto the main landing here. You can see a really fun little kind of twisty staircase. Here is another angle of this room. I really like this room. I don't know. It's such a vibe in here. We have a little kind of pottery, crystal kind of studio kind of space. It's kind of messy. It's kind of unfinished, but I really like that vibe. It looks like a room that they only come in here just to work, and I really like it. Here is one of the bedrooms. This one is like purple with like hints of red. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. This one is specifically for an artist, like a painter. Here is another angle of the room. Really like the use of this bed. The Van Gogh bed. Is that what it is? Van Gogh? Yes. And then across the hall, we have kind of an unsure room, an unspecific, is that a word? No, a not specific bedroom for somebody who just kind of has maybe a lot of different hobbies. Maybe they're a performer, maybe they're an athlete, who knows. Love the vibes though. Love all the blues and the pops of yellow and gold. We have a little bathroom next door. I'm actually loving the vibes. This is another bedroom here. This one is a musician's bedroom. Love the red vibes. It's so warm and cozy. It makes sense that they're like a country singer. They sing about romantic stuff, maybe. Here is another angle of the room. Kind of loving all the red. I love the bookshelf from Moschino. Such a good one. And the next door, there is a bathroom that I'm also equally obsessed with. I love all the warm woods and the kind of gold, rich wood, orangey kind of, I don't know. It's just a vibe. I really like it. Here is the second floor. I'm really loving the vibes. I love that there's like a purple, a blue, and a red. I don't know. There's just something about it that just kind of like looks satisfying. I will say there is a room upstairs. I didn't furnish it because there's not really a good place to access it. So I'm just leaving it blank. It's decorative. And then downstairs, here is the first floor kind of floor plan. I like how everything's kind of green down here. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of colors, but they all seem to kind of work together. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I look so blue right now. I hope you all enjoyed today's renovation. Do let me know once again in the comments down below what house I should renovate next. I just want to say a huge thank you to my YouTube members, the Lavender Buds. Thank you all so much for your support. It is with your support I am able to continue making content full time. If you would like to support the channel, you can become a member and you'll get early access to my videos as well as access to members only content. And you'll see your name scrolling on the screen right now. But a massive thank you to everybody for watching. I had to take a few days off, so that's why I had a little gap in uploads there, but I'm back, and yeah, be excited for videos to come. Take care of yourselves, and that's everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to plant lavender for luck. Bye, y'all.